Okay, let's try this again. I already tried to do this video, but it stopped like when I only had like a couple minutes left. So today I am working in my sample book. I've already did one thing in here. This little, it's a tuck, but this also comes out and it's a hidden writing spot. So I did that same day, pretty well the same concept. I did this top tuck one, and again it's a hidden writing spot. But it's also a top tuck. So today we are adding to my sample book. I am making my paper bag envelopes. I had a request to do this, and this is the one I was making when the video stopped last time. So I had a request for this video because from an auction I got like hundreds and hundreds of these bags, and they're bigger than what other people use to make paper bag envelopes. And I sent some of these out in Happy Mail, so this will give them an idea what to do with them. And I did make this when I made my folio series, but I didn't give them measurements on the bag. So like this is almost 12 inches long and 6 inches wide. So how we do this, or how I do it, and I had to leave my cutting mat out because yesterday in a live, Melissa said that I look YouTube official now with my mat. So I gotta be YouTube official. So you just open it up and then you unfold it, put these ends out. And you do have to work with it to get it to listen to you. And see, this bag is a lot bigger than what some people use, so I had to work with it to figure out how to do the envelopes. And this one is just not wanting to cooperate right there in that top corner. So you just gotta show it who's boss. And that's okay over there because we're gonna cut these sides off. And I have the cutting mat out because I've learned to cut them on the cutting mat, because it's just easier than getting the cutter out. I will get the cutter out for one little part. And this bag is then uncooperative. Okay. So I line it up at the bottom and the side. Let's get that out of the way. And then it came unlined. So then where this line is down, that's where I put the ruler to cut right there. And using the cutting mat is just easier. So then we cut this side, line it up with that line. And then cut. Okay, so then I take my glue, my art glitter glue, and I raise this up and start at that line right up there, glue around the edge. And then well, I have been having a lot of problems with this art glitter glue. Getting clogged. I cleaned it out earlier today, but doesn't seem like it. So many problems with it. And I don't know why. Well, but like I always say, if it's gonna go wrong, it's gonna go wrong on camera. I think we have all, there we go. Well, for a second it did it. Okay, and then just fold it back down and press. Let me mess with this. So I told my husband the other day, you know, I've been getting messages from companies want me to get something and advertise it and, you know, do a YouTube review or Amazon review. And okay, on this end, I'm cutting 2 inches off. And if it doesn't have to do with crafting, I tell them no. Just because. Just because. And I told my husband that I need to put it out there in the universe, because you put it out there, maybe it'll come back to you. So, and then at the top, where that line is, you cut above that line, so it doesn't fall apart when you get done cutting it. So you cut it just a little above that line. So I told my husband I was going to put it out there in the universe. Let's hope I got that. Yep. That if there's any company out there that wants me to do a review on, and then I just go through and glue all this down, just because if there's any company out there that wants me to do reviews on lint rollers, let me know. I have so many dogs. Well, we did have 4, but now we got 3 big dogs. And we got cats. I should probably own stock in lint roller. I use so many. But I want to do a review for lint rollers. So there, it's out in the universe. Let's see if they contact me. But I got 2 people getting happy mail from me this week. Can't wait for them to do videos on it. I sent them a journal, each of them. Then sent them some placemats that I have hundreds of. Sent them some of these paper bags. So the one thing I use this for is to cut the little, you know, triangles. And I put it on the second line up. Make sure that's leaned down on there. And this won't cut very good because I just moved everything because it's got so much glue on it. Oh, it cut. So we flip it over to the other side on the second line. Second line up, first line over. And this is an easy way to cut corners on a tag, is by using the little measurements. And you know, just put the first one on there and see where it would look right and cut. And I can't do it how you all do. You cut it like you cut one side and then you flip it over and do the, I can't do that. That's all I'm using the cutter for. Because I am blind in one eye and I can't judge distance very well. And I can't ever get it straight. So now we have this. So you fold that over. Let me ink this real quick before, because I especially want to get this ink here. So we fold this up, and you want to leave a little gap at the top so you can get stuff in the envelope. Doesn't have to be much, just enough to where, and then you fold it. I had my bone folder here somewhere, right here. And then we glue. There we go, we have an envelope. So let me ink it real quick. And I already have the paper ripped up. And really, I didn't have to ink this, but I am, because I already have a bunch made. But I'm going to show you how I measure the paper for this. I think I was off camera for a bit. Sorry, I know y'all don't want to sit there seeing me ink. It's like trying to watch paint dry, ain't it? And that needs to be glued down a little more right there. There we go. Okay, we got to do back here, and then it's all inked. And then I just put different size papers. So let me show you. Here, I got a piece of scrap right here. How I measure the paper to go on there. I just rip it with the ruler. I put it at the top where I want it. Lay the ruler down at the bottom. Rip. Then I gotta get this edge off there. Whoop, that didn't work, did it? So, we'll cut this right here. See, that's how I measure the paper for it. So, I already have all the papers done. And then up here, let me show you how I would do this for one of the corners. Let's rip the paper to the length we need. So let's say I want it like just right there. So pull it down a little bit. Rip it. And then up here, I will, let's turn it a little bit. And I know, get down there. We will look to see where the bottom of, and that's right there. And right there. Fold it up to my, yep. So, and then you just rip. And you always have to cut, or I do, cut that little snippet off. But that's how I measure for those corners. Well, I don't actually measure, I just rip. So, let's glue these on. These are for the back. So, I glue these on first, like that. And I want to lay this here to see about where I need this. And then I always lay this one over here, just to make sure I'm getting these to where they're gonna, these are gonna overlap them. And I'm going to do my glue hack, where I put glue down. And then, let's move this stuff out of the way. And then I will take my glue stick and smear that glue down. Usually I don't use art glitter glue for this part of it. I use the Elmer's craft glue, but my art glitter glue is here, so that's what I'm using. And I don't know why, because it's getting on my nerves today. Can't wait for those ladies to get those journals. Well, I know one of them's got hers. And she's going to do a video tomorrow. But I showed my sister this glue hack. And she said she gave me plenty of time to do a video on it. And I never did. So she did a video on it and got lots and lots of views. So I think I'm going to have to do my own video. See if I get any views. But okay, we got that down. I don't know what is wrong with this glue bottle. There we go. Finally. Well, didn't last, did it? Anybody got any ideas on what's wrong with my glue bottle? I guess I just need to get a new one, huh? Let's put this way. And like these, you can decorate them as much as you want, as little as you want. Me, I'm just going to glue the paper on there just to have it for my sample book. Oh, people. I really don't know what's going on with it. And it's fresh glue in there. Guess I gotta take it apart again later, don't I? You might hear some noise. My husband just pulled up. So, you might hear the dog. Okay. I got this bottle of glue. So we are going to open this up and do the inside. And again, I lay this down here. Okay. So much quicker. He just put the dogs outside even though they were being quiet. And see, the glue was working on the last video. So I don't know what happened in between the last video and this time. And like I was saying, you can decorate this as much as you want, as little as you want, because they're pretty on their own. See, and I'm getting too much glue. And then we put this one, and then all we have to do is that little front flap. And then, like, I usually sew. But I'm not going to, just because this is for my sample book. And I mean, you can put an eyelet in there and through here and put a string to wrap around, and I mean, you can do whatever you want. And I know other women make these, but I mean, this is for the people that have the big paper bags, you know, big lunch paper bags that don't know what to do with them, or you just got to make adjustments and they turn out great. I mean, that's what the journaling world's all about. Taking something and making adjustments to make it into something else. Something that it was not intended to be used for, but they turn out beautiful and perfect. And okay, so that is done. And like I said, I'm not going to decorate it. I'm just going to put it in my sample book just like this. And usually, like I said, usually I do sew around the edge and on the flap. And so now we have a paper bag envelope. So let me put it in my sample book. How about we just stick it right there? There we go. Perfect, perfect. Thank you for watching. And like I said, that was, somebody had requested me to make this video to give them measurements of the bags, and so they can adjust them, theirs. So, I will see you next time. Thanks, bye.